Hello all and welcome back to hold on. First impressions. As the title says, I just went and saw with my family Jurassic World 2. Fallen Kingdom. Hold on. Sorry. And I wasn't sure we were gonna see it. That we weren't gonna see it. Or that we were. You get my point. Yeah, so, but we did. And I have mixed feelings about this movie. I mean, it was entertaining. CGI was just decent. I didn't have a problem with any of the characters. For the most part. It even had a excellently used Jeff Goldblum cameo. Even if I do think he should have thrown in about a half a dozen more Oz to his speeches in this movie. Yeah, because nature finds a way. But that's mostly for humor and it's a serious movie, so I actually it's a serious movie at points, so I cut it a little bit slack. And the cinematography. I love the cinematography in this movie at points. Like, say what you want about anything else, the cinematography is great. At points, at least. I can think of 4 scenes. The forest is a little compared to the others, but it's still good to see. And hey, at least it doesn't, fall in the trap of Jurassic World 2. Spoiler time. Spoiler time. Spoiler time. Right, okay. I was laughing just now about that. That's because the plot actually does get reminiscent of Jurassic Park 2 at points. Basically, the island where, 3 years later, the island where everything has always, where the first movie and the Jurassic World took place. Yeah, no, there's now an active volcano on it. And people are arguing about whether or not they should try to save the dinosaurs, Like, they don't talk about opening another park or anything, it's just endangered species and all, the only thing of their kind. It's the classic endangered species argument. Just tainted by the fact that they were already dead before we came along and fixed that. Which is where Jeff Goldblum comes in. He's arguing both at the beginning and the end of the film, because the rest of his argument happens at that point. That the island going up in flames is just nature self-correcting itself. But yeah, basically some of it, the 2 adult characters in this movie, because the kids, are safe and sound and nowhere near this stuff, have, as is standard contrive action, broken up just so they can re-romance in this movie. Hold on. Yeah. And at least they made the scene amusing. Where they reconnect amusing. But, yeah, basically, Claire from the old group is part of an activist group trying to save them. She gets contacted by a guy who's running an estate that belonged to a guy who worked with John Hammond to bring the dinosaurs back before he alienated him by committing a sin against God or something. what horrible, unholy thing that he did? Well, this is spoiler time, so he used cloning tech to try to resurrect his daughter. So, you know, at least he didn't set off a incredibly powerful psychic abomination intent on cleansing the earth of human filth. That was a reference to Pokemon movie. But yeah. So they were working on an activist group, trying to convince people. Ultimately, to decide. Unfortunately, the governments decide that that they're not going to take any action either way. If the company owning them could afford to do it, but that company went bankrupt because they were paid all the immense amount of money because, well, the horrors and trauma experienced by people at the park. For legitimately very good reasons. Like, no, that makes company going under like that makes perfect sense. Especially since the guy who ran it died. So, she gets contacted by the guy who knew John Hammond, who did the cloning thing. And, they've set up an island preserve where they're going to try to get as many of the dinosaurs as they can off. Right now, they've just got their eye on 11 species because, you know, TikTok goes the doomsday clock. And most importantly, one of them is a velociraptor. Specifically, Blue the velociraptor, the only survivor. Which is how Owen, or as I prefer to call him, Raptor Lord, gets brought back into this. They need his help, both her and his help, really, to get the raptor and bring it back. So they go to the island, they begin getting some animals, the volcano is beginning to go up. Oh, except it turns out that the guys they're being sent with are not here to rescue the animals. Oh, they're saving them from the volcano. But, yeah, they basically leave nearly everybody to die. The only person they spare is the person who could keep Blue alive because one of their dumbass guys shot it when they were trying to take it alive. Why are they so interested in taking Blue specifically alive? Well, here's the thing. We remember the talk about making tiny versions of the Indominable Rex and all that. Well, they actually do it through with that. And it actually has a pretty gnarly design, if I say so myself. I like the look of it. It's like a cross between a Velociraptor and a T-Rex. Bigger than a Velociraptor, like big enough you and another person could ride the thing. And of course, like a T-Rex and being really fucking dangerous. Most importantly, though, the reason why they want Blue is they want to add Blue's DNA in there, and then use Blue to learn the behavior onto the entire species. They want a species of loyal, fleshy killing machines, and their plan on how to do it, as in the movie. You know, take time, do it slowly, make sure there's no mistakes, using Raptor Lord's research and the only raptor capable of expressing empathy for a non-raptor species. Like, there's this scene of Baby Blue when another raptor being tested, and how he would feign being hurt and in pain, and the other baby raptors would attempt to eat him. Blue walked up and started nuzzling him. Actually worried for him. So, if you could get that onto the mini Indominus, the Indoraptors, that's actually a brilliant idea. Like, full stop. Like, it's mad science to the extreme, but oh wow, that's actually a well thought plan. And that's another thing. For this movie does have shades of the plot of Lost World, yes, but the villains might not be universal assholes. They're not at all actually. They're A, not trying to save the good guys' lives at all, and B, they do act like assholes. Meanwhile, the heroes aren't constantly putting everyone in danger. They want to save the dinosaurs, yeah, but they're not stupid like the other group. With one exception. But yeah, things go on an island, and you get these awesome scenes. Like, I told you about the cinematography. Like, there's a scene with the volcano going off in the background, incoming smoke cloud, and the roaring T-Rex. I'm like, that is amazing! I damn near cheered. Then, later on, there's another scene. They've gone onto the boat to escape, and you can see the island being consumed in the cloud. And there's this lone brachiosaur. It's Littlefoot's mom. Littlefoot's mom, standing on the edge of the beach, trying to get away, as the cloud consumes her. And it's so good. Like, that's really well done. Amazing. My hat tips to the person who did that. That's just, The third good one is when we see the raptor standing on a roof, roaring with the moon in the background. That's another good shot. Finally, the fourth one, we'll get to that. But yeah, they make their way hiding on the boat, playing triage to Blue via a message like, I'm not sure exactly the reasoning they thought this would work, but they took some blood from the, at the time, asleep Tyrannosaurus Rex, did a emergency blood transfusion to Blue, and I'm not sure on the logic, because they decided and talked that out right when I was getting up to get food. My popcorn ran out. I got my replacement. Didn't get up for the rest of the movie. But I have no idea how that would work, or why that would work, but yeah. Most of them actually managed to avoid detection during their escape. One of them gets caught, but he just pretends to be a dock worker. And, of course, there's the one who was nursing Blue, who was only alive because she was able to talk the others down from killing her. Like, you want it, Blue alive, I'm the only one who can keep it dying because you idiot shot her. So, yeah. They get back to the mainland. They have them shipped to the guy who's planning on selling most of them and keeping Blue to help engineer her Super Raptor weapons. All this is being kept secret from the shady grandpa, who turns out to only be shady because he's hiding the fact that he, cloned his daughter. unfortunately, his daughter catches all this. Granddaughter, daughter, his clone daughter, Maisie, catches all this, informs him. He tells her to go to bed, and then confronts the guy responsible for it. And then he, of course, thinks brilliantly that this guy who's already doing all this immoral ass shit will just call the cops on himself. Yeah, that ends up with him dead and the old cane finally being destroyed. But yeah, after that we get to the big auction where they're auctioning off the dinosaurs, and I admit I was really hoping they would get all the carnivores go on a rampage and we'd see the T-Rex eating a lot of them. No, that gets busted up by the... And an important part, the good guys get caught because the bad guys had actual competent security guards. They drive in, they're trying to blend in via driving in with the rest of the truck formation, but they get spotted because the guards are actually paying fucking attention. And, I like it when there's actual competency behind the villains. So yeah, they get caught, but they manage to escape through a bit of cleverness. Cause some mayhem and their attempts to dispose of the Indomitable Indoraptor and stop it from being sold, because a lot of the other dinos had already been sold. The Indoraptor ends up escaping, eating one of the asshole poachers, eating a few of the criminals. Most end up escaping along with their purchased prey. And then the good guys have to contend with the escaped raptor. Along with Blue, who was let out of her cage by the rest of the good guys during the offloading of the evil doctor from the first film. I want to say, and I really loved his reaction to finding out they had done a blood transfusion to T-Rex. Like, we don't get the full thing, but just like, you did fucking what? Could be about sum it up, but like, seriously, blood transfusion across species. I'm 98% sure that wouldn't fucking work. I know the emergency situation, but seriously, that shouldn't have fucking worked. But yeah, we get a great bit of bravery from the one guy who got caught aboard the boat. He's been a bit of a coward throughout it, but I'll give him points. He's a funny coward, and I don't really blame him. Like, it's an action movie, so he's a coward, but like I'd be far more scared in his position. Plus, his lines are hilarious. Oh, like, talking about getting off a plane. Oh, you're far more likely to die via falling off a horse. He says, "No, I'm not. I would never ride a horse." Another thing. This one I thought Hollywood convection is at play in this movie. The main character nearly gets swallowed up by magma, by lava. We get a dinosaur that gets lava dripped onto its head, and while it is in pain for a bit, it should be dead. Both he and the dinosaur should be dead. Because that shit was like this far away from him. And the dinosaur has a stream of it fucking in its head. Molten rock is no fucking joke. They should have been on fire. But yeah. Hollywood convection for you. But yeah, the Indoraptor escaped because one guy's dumb. Like, it was this rather humorous scene where the Indoraptor gets started like all the others, plays dead, lure the guy in. And you even see this point when the Indoraptor's letting him try to rip out its teeth. Like, it's clearly having a lot of fun fucking with this guy before it brutally kills him. And then, the guy's lost an arm, and is reduced to a crying puddle on the ground before getting eaten. It was great. And we had some good fights with T-Rex here, I should mention. Including, but yeah. Things go wrong. The main characters, along with the little girls, escape. But they have a run-in with the bad guy again, and here's one of the things. Oh, yeah, they run in with him before when they were captured. He's got some valid points against them. Like, the only reason this is happening is their fault. This right now is happening is their fault. The Indomitable Vulture wouldn't even exist if she hadn't signed off on it, and if Raptor Lord hadn't trained his Raptor, that is Raptor program, they wouldn't have a way to make at this time to make them controllable, obedient. And again points out that even if they killed it, even if they stopped everything and recovered all the dinosaurs, that's not the end. More people are just gonna cook up more dinosaurs or more chimeric monsters. That's a major point of the movie. What Hammond done has only kicked off a new age of genetics. It's not gonna end with them. We have one of the cast members is cloned. When the characters is cloned, for freak's sake. The genie has gone out of the bottle and you will never be able to put it back. Oh, I almost forgot the beginning of the movie, where people are collecting a sample from the Dominus Rex, how they cloned it, underwater, how they get eaten because they're arrogant, they're stupid enough not to check to see if there's anything still alive there, and they let a sea monster loose, which we later see during Goldblum's epilogue speech about to eat a bunch of surfers. But yeah, like, at this point, there's no going back. The world has fundamentally been changed in much in the same way as the discovery of nuclear power. I love that examining about the movie. But yeah, the Indominus kills a bunch of things. It gets in a fight against Blue and things, and then thanks to careful planning in Blue, they managed to kill it via impalement. And did I mention this thing could fucking climb? This thing could fucking climb when it was just hanging by its arms. Like, honest to God, well, I think the idea of just engineering something like this instead of saying a super soldier is dumb. Holy shit, this thing is actually really dangerous. And once properly trained, would have been a massive military asset just by replacing the dogs. Especially if you manage to take what made Blue great and actually use that to begin conditioning them to the level of a dog. Like, holy shit. But yeah. They manage to stop it. They get down to the labs where they discover all the dinosaurs are dying from cyanide gas. they've done what they can to slow it down, but the only way to survive is if they let them out. And of course, this dumbass woman is opening all the cages to let all the dinosaurs out, including the carnivores and the T-Rex and all that. But she has an attack of the common fucking sense in the end. I really like that. I was going to really respect the movie there. She's gonna let them out and all survive. Of course, she realizes she can't do that. She can't let them out into the wilderness. So the little girl does. The clone little girl who's kind of been through a fucking rough night as a child, and it's a stupid thing to do, but I can let it go because, again, little girl. That deserves a pass. I don't get angry with the protagonist over that. No, what I do get angry about is the fact that when Blue shows up later, and Blue shows more inclination to running free in the wild instead of coming with them, they let it. Instead of continuing to try to coax it. Like, you could have kept that one from killing people. The others, a traumatized little girl fucked up. But all those dinosaurs are going to kill people. We were shown them go. We saw Blue standing over a cliff over a place filled with people. The T-Rex had broken into a fucking zoo and was having a roar-off with a lion. That was the first bit of cinematography. I liked that one. That was... I mean, it was kind of dumb, but I enjoyed the look of it. Just T-Rex versus lion roar-off. That's kind of awesome. But Blue, yeah, no, I can blame Blue and everything they kill. That one kills. And then, of course, we get to the crux of the name and the end of Goldblum's speech, where he says that because they're out there, humans are just going to have to learn to live with them now, because they're almost certainly going to eventually start popping up in the wild from people's experiments going wrong, and that, well, to put it as he put it, welcome to Jurassic World. That was a dumb pun, but it explains the names of the movies. And yeah, like I said, this movie rehashes the, and of course the fact that the good guys drive away with the little girl despite the fact they have no legal right to, and yay, that. Yeah, no addressing how that got solved, how they got legal custody over her after her actual legal guardian got ate by a T-Rex, and his sample got destroyed. But in the end, we see, we also see a load of people get away with samples and other DNA, other kind of samples, and yeah, it's out there. It's been spread. The world is fundamentally changed by this stuff. I like that. I just don't like the fact that the good guys let the dinosaur get away, and of course the little girl thing, that bothers me too. But mostly it's because that seems like a little plot hole there. It's the freaking letting Blue go. Like, guys, you can't make this seem like it's not a horrible thing, because we saw what happened when the T-Rex ran around in Lost World. This movie that I think you took quite a bit of inspiration from. Overall, I think it was a decent movie, though. I enjoyed it. Like I said, I love the cinematography in this. And I give them points because they managed to really make me like Blue the dinosaur. Had to do with all the baby dinosaur thing, but the people I was with were really worried Blue ended up dying during the battle of the Indoraptor. But no, I'm serious about the Indoraptor's design being gnarly. It's bigger, it's longer. It seems to be able to actually hold it back. Sorry, my chair popped. hold and grab things with its arms. I mean, I told you how it grabbed itself from falling. I'm not sure if I'd rank this as better or worse than the other movie. And it never really tops the awesome that was the T-Rex versus the T-Rex and Velociraptor team up against the Indominus Rex. But man, it still had some good moments. Not always in the fight scenes. Like, and can I just say, holy shit, that fucker got trained so many times and just kept fucking fighting. Like, wow. I'm like, yeah, I like how the bad guys' plans are actually kind of competent this time around. It's nice to have competent villains. It's like how I praised the previous movie for having the good guys be competent enough on how to handle escaped animals and such. They learned from the original movie. It's just they weren't ready for the Indominus. If it had been anything else that had escaped from the first movie, nothing would have really amounted to it. Hell, nothing else would have escaped. At least nothing else that dangerous. And, yeah, like I said, I like the points made by the villains here. Like, yeah, Owen, what the fuck did you think was going to happen when you, create a program to basically domesticate velociraptors? Yeah, they're still wild, hard to control animals by the animals, but wolves and dogs to start out as wild, hard to control animals. Not as hard, but you turn the velociraptors who would attack you without provoke and manage to make one capable of empathy with another species. On a side note, this movie gave me the excellent image of little baby velociraptors acting like your standard puppies. It's adorable. But, yeah. Yes. I like this movie. I don't know how anyone else feels about it. I'm curious. Why don't you, tell me in the description what you think about it, and, of course, what you think about my opinion about it. Because, HighPriest signing out. I will see you all next time, folks.